Hey guys, truckdriver101.com. If you'd like to go to my website and blog and check it out, I'll be updating that soon. And also you can check out all my lovely podcasts. You can get that on iTunes. And you can go down below and like my Facebook page or buy the audio program for new truck drivers starting in trucking. So, what I want to talk about today, guys, is log violations. Everybody knows we're moving to computer logs pretty much, and a lot of guys are a little worried about getting into the industry and dealing with the computer logs. A lot of guys who have been around a while are a little worried about it. You got to kind of be realistic. First of all, your computer logs, for the most part, they're monitored but not really super hard. And it's basically, for the most part, the monitoring is about malicious violations. You got to be realistic, guys. I mean, everybody knows the truth. I mean, a lot of guys break the rules occasionally, and then there's guys who do it maliciously. And those people who do it without any regard for, safety, and drive sleepy and drive 20 hours a day or whatever, those are the guys who are going to really get hit. You can't really worry about it if you go in violation a little bit, and it's not every day. And if you have done that, I mean, just stop. Make dispatch that load off of you. Everybody, a lot of guys are worrying about it too much, and I know they could audit the logs and all that stuff, but there's nothing you can really do about that. I mean, the truth is, they're starting to use satellite information. They're starting to use the time your loads are clocked in at the shipper. That's stupid, because that guy is working in an environment where he has to make sure that load has been unloaded by a certain time, or his company has to pay, and they'll get on his ass about it. So a lot of those guys, what they do is they lie. Now, everyone knows that, but of course the Ivy League jackasses who make up our rules on the road, they don't know anything about that. They think you immediately type that in, of course, in seconds. You don't. I've been in docks and out of docks and had my company call and say, they just said you didn't deliver. Where are you? I've literally had that. I had that happen one time, and it had been a day. And the reason was simple. One guy at the other company rescheduled the load. Another guy didn't reschedule it, said, hey, come on in and we'll unload you. Again, computers are not these infallible machines, but as long as we have to deal with them, you have to deal with the fact that there is also a possibility that you could end up getting in trouble. There's a possibility if there was a serious accident and they looked into your log information and what time you dropped your load off, it could be, some bad stuff could happen. There's nothing you can do about it. It's kind of the reality of being in trucking. But that's with any profession. A doctor could prescribe a medicine to somebody and they could die. And, the doctor could have prescribed the medicine but spelled it wrong, or the other guy thought the medicine was spelled wrong, and the doctor could still get sued. There's nothing you can do about it. Every profession has some thing that can happen to you that could ruin your career, but you have to remember 99.9% of the tiny violations and the tiny little stuff, and the guy who punches in your paperwork, just like right now, I just called and they still said I was at the warehouse, and I'm like, I'm not at the warehouse. It's nothing to do with me. The satellite is tracking me, but I've had that thing say I was moving and I wasn't. So all this computer stuff messes up, and you can't worry about it. Don't let it panic you. Don't let it get on your nerves. Right? Don't stress yourself out. Trucking's already stressful enough. Don't stress yourself out about it. Bad stuff can happen. The key thing is, make sure you always put your odds in your favor. You do things the way they're supposed to be done, and 9 times out of 10, everything will be alright. It's that rare occasion that anything would go wrong. But don't plan your life on a rare thing that could happen. So, that's it, guys. It's my Truck Driver 101. I just wanted to talk about that. And so we can stop panicking over it. Because I hear a lot of guys panicking over computer logs, and it's just not worth all that, guys. See you.